Hey Couriers, what's up? Today we're breaking down Drunk on Queens Boulevard. Drunk on Queens Boulevard started with these bass chords. I was just messing around trying to channel my inner Mark Hoppus. I messed with a few effects. It settled on this JHS Morning Glory blue channel sound for the bass on this song. The lyrics, as you'll find later, kind of came out like a stream of consciousness while I was trying to fit them to the bass chords.
Your friends look down on me so much for no money.
I think when I wrote this verse, I took heavy inspiration from my early teens and late 20s when I felt like no matter what I tried, I couldn't convince my dates' friends that I was worth their time. I've never been a lush. I've never been drunk on Queens Boulevard yet. This is for world building.
I'm here to prove them wrong. There's so much more than me.
This section's pretty nail on the head. I felt like I always had to prove myself. Like, just being me wasn't good enough. The lesson learned there is that you're always good enough. They just missed out.
They cast it down the sea. Overcast on the balcony. Close the door and shut them out. You mean the world to me.
I felt like people were talking behind my back, making me look bad when I was trying my best. The stanza really wants to say, just see past that negativity. Love should be all that matters. This was all world building. These lyrics came to me out of nowhere. There are artists that I follow that have said sometimes that Muse uses you as a vessel. I feel like this happened with the chorus for sure. I want to say I was trying to build the idea of this hopeless romantic from a John Hughes film, just cinematically looking for the love of their life with reckless abandon, having maybe one more chance to make everything work. I think that's what the lyrics in the chorus really feel like.
Drunk on Queens Boulevard was pretty fun to write for. Every song is different. Sometimes I'll write a verse and John will feed off of that. John will write a verse. I'll feed off of that. In this case, the chorus, I think, was the first thing, besides the actual instrumentation. And it really sets the tone for the entire song. I mean, every chorus and every song sets the tone, but for this song in particular, it was nice. It was nice kind of already knowing where the headspace had to be before I wrote my rap.
See, no matter the brutality, I got that dog in me. Back on your stoop where I'm supposed to be. Annoying me. Straight mentality, hardwired into my core condition.
Obviously, the phrase, I got that dog in me, is typically used as like a, I'm not the one to play with. I'll bite, you know. I'm him. I got that dog in me. I'm that guy. In more like a very confident manner. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to like twist that and turn it the opposite way, which is like, yeah, I got that dog in me, you know. On your stoop where I'm supposed to be, annoyingly. Straight mentality. So that was kind of something that I wanted to kind of keep within that vein for the opening set of bars. And also just like that straight mentality is hardwired into my core. I kind of took it like where the direction of the song was going. This is somebody who validates himself through other people's love, which I think was something that I struggled with in my teenage years. I think that I oftentimes sought validation in places that I shouldn't have been seeking it, and I think that's a common theme that I think a lot of people can relate to.
Hardwired into my core condition of love without condition. Always less is more.
I like using absolutes, going from one end of the spectrum to another with words, and trying to use multiple meanings or full meanings of certain words. And I feel like in these two lines, it hits the way it's supposed to hit. Being conditioned to love without condition, you know, being trained. I'm trained to be accepting of maybe less than what I deserve. Kind of all in that vein of thought for those two lines.
I mean, I'm an Isles fan. There's no swimming to the fucking shore. I'm staying with the ship as it sinks to the ocean floor. It's
I am an Islanders fan, so any chance I get to show love to the New York Islanders, I will take every liberty and opportunity to do so. Within that same breadth of thought, I thought it'd be cool to kind of play on the imagery of an island. So water. That's why there's no swimming to the effing shore. Followed by I'm staying with the ship as it sinks to the ocean floor. Again, I like being able to have multiple connotations, multiple meanings coming out of words. So on the surface, it's like, yeah, I'm an Isles fan. I'm used to sticking with a situation that's less than ideal, you know? For most of my childhood, the Islanders were terrible. But again, on the deeper surface, it's still about relationships, and the captain goes down with the ship. And this is somebody who's not willing to abandon or give up on love.
It's written in my double helix to play fix and fields. Probably why I'm hammered trying to buzz my way to your apartment door.
These last two lines might be the dopest things that I've ever written in my life. And as somebody who's like super humble, I can't even stand to listen to myself talk or hear my music. You know what I mean? For me, that's a pretty big step. It's written in my double helix DNA. It's encoded in me to play Fix It Felix, obviously from the movie Wreck-It Ralph. Probably why I'm hammered. Fix It Felix uses a magical hammer as I try to buzz my way to your apartment door. In this case, on the surface again, trying to buzz into somebody's apartment. I mean, everybody knows what that's like. But you're drunk on Queens Boulevard. So, it's drinking metaphors. I'm hammered. I'm buzzed. Again, anytime I can kind of do a dual thing with my lyrics, I'm going to attempt to do it. But yeah, from top to bottom, this verse is easily one of the best things I've ever written, if not the best thing I've ever written. And I'm really proud of Drunk on Queens Boulevard.
Drunk